Welcome back to Dracon's Plays, Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so for today, we're rocking the Mace +9, Tower Kite Shield, Hard Leather Armor, Knight Gauntlets, and Brigand Trousers. So far we mostly just have the starting sets, and then a few like the Chain and Elite. But beyond that, it's pretty, Black Sorcerer, I guess. But it's like a lot of starter sets. We do have some other stuff, but at some point here I'm going to go through and buy some armor. Now anyways, we're back in Firelink Shrine because we have some NPC things to take care of, now that we've reached Sen's Fortress. Now, let's start off by going over here.
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned.
I can see
that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat.
Interesting.
Oh, hello. I appreciate the attention, but you really should speak to Master Logan. That will certainly do you more good.
Don't have a high opinion of yourself, do you? Just, wow.
Scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow.
Fair enough.
Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is in a
Alright.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
Now, we currently have 11 intelligence.
Hello there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery.
Oh.
The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. We're too stupid.
Hello there. Glad to see you alive. Hello.
Well, that's too
Oh,
bad.
hello. That will certainly... Goodbye then. Do stay...
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're too stupid. So we're gonna need to get up to 15 intelligence, I do believe. Now, the other thing is, unfortunately, the Crestfallen Warrior has moved on. So we did miss some of his dialogue. I'll scan through his dialogue, see if there's anything, big that we miss. And, yeah, I'll do a segment with that at some point. Maybe, yeah, if there's anything relevant, I'll share it at a time when it would have come up. Like, when it would have triggered. But yeah, unfortunately, we did miss some of his dialogue. Which is too bad. Now, that being said, he is now down here in the New Londo ruins. You can see him there running at us. All hollowed out. Whoa. Yeah, just look at his face. He is not doing well. And he only gives 1,000 souls. Now I know it only said 500, but because that's because of the egghead that we currently have. Now then. Alright, we have over 1,000, so it is worth using the Homeward Bone. I'm gonna have to pick more of those up though at some point. Now, this build is so horribly optimized, and I've poured so many souls into, like, different weapons upgrade paths and just stuff like that, that this character is just all over the place. Now, so what we're going to do today is head up to the City of the Gods, Anor Londo. Now, we're not going to complete the entirety of the Anor Londo area. We're going to essentially finish the front half of it. Yeah. But no, we're going to have plenty to talk about up there. Don't need to get in the lift. That is an amazing shortcut, by the way, since it puts you right out near the start of the fortress. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go through, deplete, like, him of any useful inventory. So, like, the armors and such. I need to get the armor from Dunnel. Does anyone else sell any armor? No, I don't think so. I think it's just them at the moment. Anyways, let's see. Alright, I'm just looking at what I have to talk about. Hello! So these weird demon things fly down and grab us. So these are the Batwing Demons. Such a great reveal shot. Man, it looks so good. Anor Londo, City of the Gods. Reach Anor Londo. Now, if you actually go over here, there's a Batwing Demon hanging out. If you talk with him, he brings you back to the top of Sent Fortress. A lot of people don't realize that. So it's like, you are not trapped up here. It is very possible to get down. So like a lot of places in the Soul series, Anor Londo is inspired by a real location. Oh man, I forget the name of the place. I believe it's in France, a cathedral. So it's like that cathedral is based off an actual cathedral in France. And it's like the architecture is all inspired by that. Well, that went well. So if you hit their shields, you do 0 damage. I really hate the way the shockwave damage works in this. It's so delayed. Man, Strike is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. So anyways, these are the Sentinels, the Guardians, that watch over Anor Londo. Two-handed is actually pretty decent. Two-handed melts them. Demon Titanite. So, right here, we have a statue of Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Or Ornstein, whichever you... Like, I forget what the actual official one is. But, yeah. Ornstein. Or Ornstein. I normally say Stein on. It's like, not Ornstein, but... not particularly important. I don't think anyone actually says their names. But we'll be seeing more of them. Or more of him, rather. In the very near future.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, Exit here, and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
So this is the Darkmoon Knightess.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling. The bonfires attended by the keepers are special.
Yes.
They are linked to one another, and their flames never die. Yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
Good line, that.
If you require rest, that is...
Alright. No exit dialogue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have a Fire Keep a Soul. No, I do not. Yeah, so that's the Darkmoon Knightess, who is the Bonfire Keeper here, which means we do just natively get 10 Estus from resting here. Now then, let's continue on our way. Alright. Yeah, so we'll have more to say about both the Darkmoon Knightess and the Sentinels in a later episode on Anor Londo. For now, there isn't really much to go on, but there will be plenty in the near future. Alright, let's see, what else do I got? Alright, so I need to remember there is one... seek guidance message. So I do need to remember to go after that. Alright. Twinkling Titanite, so more upgrade materials. Man, the lighting is so much better. Oh, two-handed melts them. 3 swings is pretty decent. Alright, so over here we have Executioner Smo. Big fat man armor. We'll be seeing and talking more about both him and Ornstein soon enough. Alright. And we get a Crystal Halberd, which is just a regular halberd, but put down the Crystal upgrade path. Now, the Crystal path, contrary to what you would think on the name, just based on the normal way this series works, you would expect it to be some sort of like magic-based upgrade path. Instead, Crystal is actually a pure raw damage. Well, that's not the right way to put it. So, Crystal is high damage, but low durability. So, you're sacrificing the durability for higher damage, but then on top of that, you cannot repair it. So, you couldn't just buy a repair box and... Got another tail axe. Got him. So that is one of the gargoyles. Pretty much exactly like the ones you meet on the church. Oh, I put that weapon away since I used it. Right. Okay. So anyways. Over here, we got a hidden chest tucked away, and we got Demon Titanite. Now, actually, I put the other one away, but yeah, guarding Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church, or patrolling in Anor Londo. Why does this always happen? I was not tired or yawning or anything until I started recording. Why is it like this? Anyways, or patrolling in Anor Londo. So, interesting little tidbit there. Alright, now, you do have stairs that lead you back up. So that was not a one-way drop. And then, down here, they dropped a seek message, or seek guidance, that says path ahead. Mysteriously pointing... Yeah, it's hard to tell with these, but I think it's pointing this way. Which is not correct, because the path that is ahead is this way, up this buttress. So one of the cool things with Anor Londo is just like, nah, you can't use the front door. Front door is for... Like, the front door... Nah, man, that way is blocked. You got to climb... Like... You need to climb, like, up the buttress and in through a broken window. And then across the rafters. It's like, nah, man. You're not going in through the front door. You have to, like, sneak your way in. And, like, fight for every inch. Now, the problem with these rafters is it's super easy to fall. Now, there's a great clip from ENB, Epic Name Bro, that takes place right here, where the Paving Guardian does a jumping attack, he parries, goes to riposte, and the riposte animation steps him forward over that gap, missing the Paving Guardian. He then gets a backstab off. I love doing it that way, just kick the chain to break it. Because there is an item that was on the chandelier. Yeah, fighting on these rafters is very dangerous. You guys just gonna be jerks? Gonna do me like this? Apparently. Alright. Alright, so that's the rafter portion. Oh boy. But we're not quite done with the platforming. So now, before we roll down, we have Silver Knights, who we've yet to actually encounter, but they are related to the Black Knights, and we'll be talking about all that stuff later on. And then we have Lady with the nice chest here, Guinevere. You might even say wonderful, or not wonderful. Amazing chest ahead. No, that's Guinevere, who's the daughter of Lord Gwyn. And she's essentially the goddess of, like, fertility, which makes sense. Thank you for not bouncing off the walls. And then, over here, we have a Divine Blessing, which we have read before, but since we just saw that statue, Holy Water from Goddess Guinevere, the Goddess of Sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the Great Lord of Sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all as the symbol of bounty and fertility, just like I was talking about. That's her there. Ha! I love how the bodies are spawned in, because, obviously, it's like, that guy's spawned in. But it's like, most of them, the rest of the Paving Guardians aren't. That's really funny. Oh, there's one. Yeah, they're rendering a few of them, but not all. So it's super easy to mess up that roll and, like, bounce off the pillar and fall to your death. Because that fall is lethal. There is a kill box. Alright. Nice. Now then. So this rotating elevator is a really, really weird design. So it gives you access to 2 floors at once. There is one massive oversight, though, with how it was designed. But first, Gargoyle. Well, that wasn't good. Really? Didn't get the tail cut, but I got everything else! Alright. Gargoyle Helm. Helm of the Gargoyle, an enchanted creature that guarded the Bell of Awakening in the belfry of the Undead Church. This bronze helm was for mere appearance's sake. Its gargoyle skin is naturally hard, and little in the way of defense can be expected from it. It's naturally hard, but no defense. Gargoyle Halberd. Halberd the Gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church. No mention of Anor Londo in this one. That is a really weird oversight in the tail axe description. Perfectly standard bronze halberd without any special power. And then we got the shield. bronze shield of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening on Undead Church. The gargoyle's skin is tough by itself, and perhaps its shield may have been a prop, for it is a rare example of a metal shield that does not reduce physical damage 100%. And just like they say, it doesn't. It's only 85. It's not that great that way. Magic isn't great, but 75 fire and 70 lightning. That 70 lightning makes it one of the stronger lightning shields in the game. It's right up there with the Eagle shield, which gets 75. And then there's the Effigy shield, which I think sits at 85? But, yeah. Anyway, so the Gargoyle drops here is actually a cumulative drop. So if you didn't get it from the boss fight, or from that first one, you're guaranteed to get it from the last one you killed. All of those items. So I wasn't just getting insanely lucky. No, what I was starting to say with the elevator here, it's a really interesting design. It gives you access to 2 floors at once. A upper one, which we're on, and then a lower one, right down there. Now, the oversight is, if you set this elevator to its lowest position, or to its highest, you cannot cross from here over. And they did not put in a lever to call it on this side. There is one top and bottom, and I think on the far side here. But there's no lever here to call it. They could have thrown a lever and just had it disabled or something. And then re-enable it when you use the lift for the first time. Ugh. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, see? You got a lever here to recall it. But not one on the other side. So if you die with the lift in its high or lowest position, you have to go back through the rafters to get back to this spot. It's really, really insane. And it's totally not fixed in the remaster. That would have been one of those little touches to throw in a lever and throw in the scripting that's already, like, very standard in this game. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, and see, here's another lever. There's another one on that level above. There's another down there, as you can see. And we will be going down there later on. Alright, so now you can see all of the Paving Guardians that chill down here. No, come at me. Oh, good. Let me just aggro all of them. Nice deflection there, shield. Alright. So I think in, sometime in the next few episodes, we're finally going to reach the 100K, to hatch our egghead. I can't remember if Engi gets more dialogue. So the plan would be to keep that. That was weird. Pulled out his target shield to parry. Didn't parry. And then he also had, like, a dagger or something. I did not realize they actually had a weapon besides the Paving Guardian Scimitar. Should be noted these guys are totally parryable, but like most of the parrying things in this game, I'm just bad. What is their pathfinding? God damn it. What was that pathfinding? Ugh, I'm out of practice. I haven't played this for a bit. I think it's been... yeah. I haven't played this for a little bit. I've been playing other games, so... habits are setting in from those. Unfortunately. Now, this lift is the... one of the, like, weird design flaws with Anor Londo, where it's like, no, I don't want an automatic lift that just goes at its own pace up and down. It's like, no, I want control over the lifts. I want buttons to press. Like a nice big dumb square button in the middle of those 4 tiles. It's like, nah, just give me a button, man. I'll manually press it. I'll take care of that myself, so that way I can guarantee the elevator is where I need it, as opposed to it being automatic and having to wait for it. It's one thing if I have to wait for it because I was stupid and didn't leave it in a useful position. So in like this case, I forgot to send it back up for myself. It's like, it's one thing if it's my own fault. It's another when it's like, yeah, it's physically impossible for me to have any control over that lift. What is your pathfinding? I would love to see the, like, system for the pathfinding for the Paving Guardians here, because it's so bad. As it is, that Paving Guardian AI is really annoying. Throwing the throwing daggers. Their lack of stagger sometimes, never mind, I have a weapon that staggers them with one swing. So it just sometimes that doesn't work. They have ridiculous iframes off like their rolls and like backdashes. Yeah, just backstab them. And it's like they're lack of deflection on their spin attack is really weird. Alright, and from the chandeliers, we got Sorcery Great Magic Weapon, which we'll take a look at in just a second when this Painting Guardian bites the dust. Excuse me. Black iron set. And the shield. Great shield, rather. Alright, so anyways, we got a few items to look at. Great magic weapon. Alright. At Vinheim Dragon School, only magic swordsmen on special orders are allowed to learn this spell, which grants powerful augmentation to various weapons. So it is a spell where you buff your weapon with magic. It's pretty decent, actually. What is it? It's a flat buff, so it's not percentage based. So weapons that strike fast actually gain from it more. Same is true of any of the resins or other like weapon buffs in this game, because they went with flat instead of percentage. Percentage would have made it more viable for every weapon type in the game. Now then, we did also get the black iron set. Man, I have to offload some junk. Black iron helm. Helm of black iron, Tarkus, a knight known for his great strength. Built of a special black iron, and providing strong defense, notably against fire, but so terribly heavy to be unwieldy to all but Tarkus himself. And then we have his shield. Great shield, the mighty knight Tarkus. Built of special black iron and even heavier than Knight Bernike's tower shield. Specially resistant to fire attacks and effective for shield bashing. So 90 fire. Pretty solid. So, this body, just curled up here in the corner, is believed to be the body of Black Iron Tarkus. So, the idea is that Tarkus, since you summoned him, is actually from another world. And Tarkus beats the Iron Golem, which he can very easily do, because it's like... So, we saw him kill the Iron Golem on my account here, and I used the trick where the boss didn't get the scaled health, which means it has its base health, which is what he would get if he was fighting it solo. So therefore, he can canonically defeat the Iron Golem solo and make it to Anor Londo. What happened next is Tarkus reached Anor Londo, realized the only way ahead was the buttress, climbed on up, shattered the window to get through, which is quite impressive since you can't even scratch them. But he just shattered it, fought his way in, and then he reached the rafters. And in his attempt to cross the rafters, he was ambushed by the Paving Guardians and fell to his death. And then he either crawled into the corner, leaned against the pillar here and died, or his body was dragged over after the fact by the Paving Guardians, just to get him out of the way. But now, an interesting little, storytelling, though, with the body and armor placement, and things like him being able to defeat Iron Golem. Even with the scaled HP. What is going on? But no, even with the scaled HP, he can actually take down the Iron Golem. Now, let's see. Alright. So, with that actually wraps up this one here. Next time, we have a very special place that we're going to be going. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up here, and I'll see all of you guys later.